Hello people in the house there, and today we have requested a video about the schools. The new schools have to be, even old schools too. I think there's over 2,000, so I don't know, I'm trying to find stuff on it. But I know there's a good lot of the schools that need repairs, and somebody has pointed that out to me in the comments. Joe, I hope, I'm only going to say John, sorry, because I'm going to butcher somebody's name, and I really am sorry. But he asked me to touch on the subject, and I will touch on that. So basically what I'm going to say, the schools are washed. The new schools, I know a good lot of new schools that need repairs. Loads of people told me about new schools that need repairs. Because the reason why, because they had a deadline. There was one company in Ireland that went bankrupt. They were building schools. The government had a government company that went bankrupt. You know, and then they just cut down on everything. They literally cut back on every material they had. Because they were bankrupt. They went bankrupt and the state had to bail them out. They finished the schools, obviously. And, you know, it was a worse job. It was just made a half-assed job, I suppose you could say. They just left it a half-assed job, I suppose you could say. And it didn't go well with people. It didn't go well with people. They didn't really go well at all. And I just have to say this. At least the Department of Education not sending the children to the school. With the school being unsafe and everything, at least they're not sending them in. At least they give them that credit. At least they give them that. But really, this is taxpayers' money. If the taxpayers paid, right, for the schools to be built, new schools that cost nearly 3, how much money? New schools. This is generally new schools too. It's generally new schools, not old schools. But you understand old schools need to be updated every so often. But new schools should be top of the range. The taxpayers gives the money, the government, their taxes, right? It should be done once. It should be done once, unless there's something like things can happen. I understand that, but these structural repairs should have been not have been even a thing. And to think about, there could be other schools out there that are opening next week or the next week after, and could nearly fall apart at any stage of the time because the Department of Education don't know. Really simple as that. Like they started working last week on the schools. I know that for a start. The schools need to be fixed. What a stupid thing to do. If they knew that, I don't know where, they must have only expected it the last few weeks. Because they should have knew when the children were leaving at the beginning of the year. But it was a half-assed job done in the big new schools. Like there was 3 or 4 new schools, I can mention 3 or 4 new schools that I talked to people about, and I talked to a few people I know there from. Like there's one school in particular, there was one student who was telling me that, you know, do you know what they done with the toilets? Like when it was near opening day for them to go back to school, right? And they basically done half the tiling. You know the way they had tiling, they had showers in it too. They had showers for when they change and everything and all the rest. And you know this tile, let's say this tiles, right? They done, let me just show. So say they done here, say they done this bit of the tile, let's say they only done that tiny bit. That's all they done. And then left the rest of it blank. They left the whole rest of it blank. And the reason why they done it because they ran out of time. And it was a half-assed job. And the tyres, this is the best part. A week after they went back to school, the tyres fell down and broke on the floor. And then do you know what? They looked at the showers. And the showers broke too. Something was holding the showers together. The material in the showers and the walls were put into the showers couldn't deal with the wet on the showers and started the mold and everything and that, and it was ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And you know how much the government spent on this school? Nearly, I think it was 12 million, maybe 13 million on this. And it was because it was a worse job and they didn't have the funds. As I said about that company, I think it was different contractors too. There was 3 or 4 different contractor groups. But generally, one of them did go bankrupt, and I think that was the Coil company. But yeah, it is a disgrace, and be honest, what should be enough. I understand things can happen, act of God, stuff can happen. I understand that, but with these structural repairs, there should be no such thing as it. No sort of, the Department of Education should have been like, when we take our time. Like I would rather have a school. If I was a principal in school, if I was anybody at all in government at all, I would rather have a school take 10 or 15 years to complete than a worse job that the school's going to fall apart, you know. Like I could say a bit more about other schools, but I'm sure they wouldn't be too pleased when we saying it. Because, you know, it is new schools and I suppose they are very proud of it, and I don't want to take away their pride, I suppose you could say, so I'm going to be respectful and not mention the school's names or anything like that. But yeah, I want to thank John for raising the comment, of raising the issue. Hopefully we won't have to hear about this anymore. Hopefully we never. This is the last of the repairs. Let's hope it will be, but I don't think it will. I think it's just going to get worse, if you want my honest opinion. But anyway, thank you for watching. Subscribe for more. And let me know what you think. Are you in a school that is affected by these issues? Because there's some schools that are going to take a week to go back in Dublin. I think there's 2 or 3 schools in Dublin that have a week off because of these issues. I'm sure nobody's complaining about it. Any of the children not complaining about it. They have an extra week. Lucky ducks. So yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe for more. And bye.